Which chair do you want? Which better for you here? Don't matter.
Are we turning these on?
They're already on.
Gee, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm hogging.
No, I can't. I got this behind me anyway, so I'm
Oh my gosh, this is too far.
gonna sit in the corner. I'm
You're
good.
stuck. You gotta push forward. Sorry, Lloyd. Is that better? Don't pinch your fingers. Don't. Oh, you can't. That's so strong. That's yours pretty strong. What's? Listen, is Michael not here?
Yeah, that's why he left this
Okay,
year.
because he can't just throw shit on my desk for me to expect. I know what I'm doing.
No, he used it to me. I wanted him to give all this stuff.
But I'm so confused by it all. I'll call
Couldn't
him.
find the higher one.
This is the highest. Oh, yeah, I'll say.
You wouldn't mind?
Yeah, we put it where it is.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't really like this. So, you have a budget, right? This is weird. Is this just one thing I gave you? That's all I gave you? Okay, yeah. This is more easy to understand.
That's fast.
So it's just saying what we took in for this, year to date of, and like, so we've only used like supervised one, so that's just payroll stuff, like,
So that's right, then you can redo it and anything else.
well, no, it just, tells you how much of the budget we have left for each one of these things. Like my deputy. Year to date. So I've already spent 58.
Okay.
You know what I mean? On my deputy work this year. So it's just, yeah.
You ready?
One moment, please.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. You all please stand for the pledge of the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. First on the list here is approval of the June work meeting minutes. Any discussion from the board about the June work meeting minutes? Can I get a motion and a second to approve those meeting minutes?
Make a motion.
Motion by Valentine, second by Lang. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the July work meeting minutes. Any comments on the July meeting minutes?
I saw something on there. I thought it said TJ twisted his leg. I thought it was his hip.
Huh?
Do you,
I thought someone said leg, but I might be wrong.
I'm not sure on that.
I don't know.
You have to ask Dirk or TJ to be
Yeah,
sure on
but,
that.
Not a big deal, but I just,
I'll find out.
Can I get a motion and a second to approve the July work meeting minutes? Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Lang. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Can I get the approval of the July town board meeting minutes? Any comments, any questions about our meeting last month? Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Valentine. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Town clerk report.
Receipts for July totaled $3,085, with $2,894.32 going into the general fund. I don't have anything else.
Assessor, Louise? If you don't mind just grabbing a mic here. Everybody wants to hear what you got to say.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be loud.
You're
here.
on.
So Elaine asked me to kind of give an update, where we're at as far as, IT. We've been having issues with the county IT department. I cannot print reports. I can't print, sales comparables. So and then I also had a, incredibly difficult time just getting anybody to answer me from the office. So I ended up talking with Ed Morgan. He was on his way to a legislature meeting, and so he brought that up there. He got back to me and he said that he spoke with Kevin, the head of the department, and that what Kevin had told me, honestly, is that they have hundreds of tickets, and they're swamped, and they're just too busy to get to me, basically.
But you mentioned other towns are also having
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, everybody is. So, after Ed talked to him, I did get a hold of him, then he took my call. And, I did get somebody to come out. His name is Jacob from IT, and he's been out twice. He's been very helpful, but the problem is still not fixed. So he was supposed to come out last Thursday, and he was sick. He was out sick, but I just got an email from him. He'll be out tomorrow. So I'm hoping he has some answers for us tomorrow. But I really don't know. It's really hindering my progress, to be very honest with you. It's so hard.
Well, and everybody else in the county.
And it's just, yeah, I mean, Clarendon hasn't been able to print for longer than I. So there is a big issue. Now, they keep saying the program's old. I know it's old. But I also use it in Genesee County, and I never have one issue. So I don't know how things are set up. I'm not an IT person, how they're set up here, but it's a problem. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have some answers. I'm not positive. But, Donna is working on the reval along with Lynn and myself. So there's a lot to do. We have to verify inventory. We have to verify sales to make sure the sales are accurate, because everything's got to be accurate before we, reval. So that's basically it, but again, it's really slow with the IT department. Hopefully, we'll get that fixed. Also, Donna is not able to log on to the RPS system, which is also making it very difficult, because she could be doing a lot of things for me, which she's not able to do. That, again, hopefully will get taken care of tomorrow. And then the last thing I was going to talk about is pictometry. Was there a meeting or something with Dawn about pictometry? I thought she was contacting everybody, and I thought there was some sort of meeting. Well, the one that we have right now is from 2021. It's really kind of almost useless to get any accurate information. So she's going to get a quote from whoever does it for us shortly. But I just want to let you guys know how important that is for me, for my department. I think code enforcement use it as well. So I am going to put it in my budget once we get that quote from her.
Does every town have to?
Yes, and I think it goes according to how many parcels you have. They split it up that way. So as soon as, I would assume she's going to give it right to you guys, the quote. But I use that a lot, and especially this year I'll be using it, although it won't be ready, obviously, this year. I don't know how quickly that turnaround is. But,
There's nothing that our IT guy, Bill Downey, can do to help facilitate this situation.
well, he offered, and they didn't want anything to do with it. And then when I told Ed that Bill offered, Kevin said, well, have him give me a call, and I'll talk to him. Well, Bill did give him a call, left a message, never got a call back. So it's an issue. It's an issue. Also, as far as the reval goes, I'm thinking that I'd like to have like a meeting, like a public meeting, just to kind of go over things. Dawn said she would come, so if we do it this year. And then I've also been meeting with Kristen from New York State Real Property, And she has come out a couple times. She's coming out again this week. And she's been helpful, but again, it's hard not to be able to print reports when she's here too. But she also said she would come out next year to do another public meeting.
Can you even do like a screen print?
No. When I need something, I have to ask Dawn to print it for me and email it to me. It's very inconvenient. And a lot of the times I work from home, so it's not even like I can call her on the phone at night. But Jacob has been helpful, so I hope that tomorrow he has some answers, so we'll see.
Is it a security issue?
I really don't know. I know that whatever way they have it set up, it's different than a lot of towns. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know computers, like the setup and all that.
Right.
So Bill did offer to help if he could, at least put his 2 cents in, but they don't apparently want him to. So that's where we're at.
For those that don't know, we haven't had a reval here since 2019, so it's been 6 years now.
And it's a lot of work, and it's gonna be, as everybody knows, a hefty increase. So I think it's important to kind of touch base with the residents, at least the ones that wanna come and talk about it.
What are we at right now as far as an equalization rate? It's below 60%, right?
We're about at 60%, probably lower now, yeah. So, something that's gotta be done, and again, if anybody can do anything with the IT, if we don't get anything done tomorrow,
John?
perfect! We can talk later too if you want. Okay?
Very good.
Can you give my mic back?
Thank you, Louise. Highway and Water, Dirk is not here tonight. You know, he just signed the vouchers. I was hoping he'd be here to kind of explain about some of the issues going on in the town. Creek Road, as we've been talking about for several months now, is still closed. It's been closed since last November, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to determine why that road isn't open. So that is a concern of mine. But I wish he was here to answer some questions, but he's not. So with that, we'll move on. Justice Court, Mike?
All right, for July of this year, we had 90 vehicle and traffic, 13 penal law, and 4 civil law, or 4 civil cases. All the monitors were installed. We kept one old monitor for the backup, so all the hard drives were removed and were properly taken care of, so we're all up on the technology part. I completed all the Core A and Core B classes for 2025, so I'm done. And I'll be taking multiple elective classes, and we got a 4-day conference in Niagara Falls in September. A lot of interesting stuff. One of them is how to deal with sovereign citizens, as I'm starting to get them in court now. They're starting to pop up all over the place. Makes it kind of interesting, so.
Are we still having issues with cases being dismissed because officers aren't writing down the correct date of our court night?
It's getting better. I've contacted the state police and the Holly police, and that's improved now. So a lot of them are just newer police officers, especially state police. They're coming from other places, you know, starting out, but they got the calendars now for each one of them, so it shouldn't be an issue anymore.
Well, thanks, Blake, for, doing a great job since you've come on. I've been really impressed with your work ethic and your enthusiasm in this job, so you're doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
County Legislator, Mr. Fitzak. You may want to grab a microphone here.
When I woke up this morning, I thought this is going to be an easy meeting. No, it's not. But the Association of Municipalities meeting tomorrow has been canceled. We only had 6 people throughout the county register, and Tavern doesn't want to open up for less than 15, so I don't blame them. So we solved a lot of problems before the meeting with Kathy and Airbnbs and stuff. the status of that is we're working on getting a registry through the county for Airbnbs throughout the county. And then that way we can kind of enforce occupancy tax and collections and enforcement and stuff like that. I will talk to Kevin tomorrow because we have our legislator meeting tomorrow afternoon, and find out about the assessor's issues over here. As far as the pictometry thing, that was a topic at the association meeting a couple of months ago. And basically what that is, Dawn's got a vendor that she's dealing with. And the way this pictometry, the Cliff Note version of it is, when they do their flyover and do it, they'll be able to get down to like a foot. So when they go through and check out these properties and that, they'll find new builds, additions, sheds, stuff, whatever's been hidden for, whatever. Because they'll do it in the fall when there's no leaves, and they'll be able to go through, and then they can actually pinpoint pretty much on the parcel where it is, down to a foot or so. So they'll know pretty much if it's a variance issue or whatever. Other than that, we're leaving next week. We're going to be down in Washington fighting for more money. We're going to the Homeland Security Conference, and that's about it. If there's anything else?
Do you have any idea how much that pictometry is?
I'm not sure what
Roughly,
I don't even know what but like what we said, it's based on parcels.
Before.
I think it's pretty comparable to what it was the last time. I don't think it was anything shocking as far as out of date, because with the new technology, it takes the cost down, so. Other than that, that's about it.
Thank you,
Good.
John, appreciate it. Yep. Our library director, Amanda, how are you?
I'm very well. Summer's a little extra hard, as you can tell by my sunburn. All right. This summer actually has been wonderful for the library. We started the summer with, a summer scavenger hunt. So what we ended up doing, I did announce this the last time I was able to come. We had people find various historical markers around town or historically significant places. At first, we were worried that maybe this was, it was missing the mark, but we had a runaway success with 2 weeks to go. We had dozens of kids show up, pile through the library and look for the last 2 clues in there. So we were very surprised, but a lot of people got themselves involved, and it was a wonderful experience for us and for them. We're thinking next year we want to expand into the other townships surrounding the village. We tried to keep it kind of close because we wanted to be able to get to it from the library, but we would like to include other historical places, other items of significance. So when I start looking for those things later next year, I'll probably be tagging people in if you have anything that you'd really love people to have attention on, basically. We've had fantastic attendance. The kids have really been showing up in force, and we are now getting ready to go back into our regular year's schedule. So we're going to be opening back up on Saturdays. This is going to be 10 to 2 for now. We're trying to get those hours expanded starting in 2026, but we'll see how that goes. You know how it is. But one of the things that has been happening is we started a whole bunch of programming hours in 2025, and a lot of that is actually coming back regularly. So we have the kids programs that were favorites. We're going to have the Teens D&D Club and Lego Club and Slime Time for those parents who don't want to make slime in their own home. Come visit us. We will clean up the mess. And if you know any kids who like to make slime, send them to us. We will clean up the mess. On top of this, we are going to be starting regular library work days. This is something that I had talked with Elaine previously, casually, but we're going to be setting up regular times that will be added to our calendar almost as a community event, where if we're doing painting or if we're doing moving or if we're shuffling rooms around or things like that, people can come and volunteer their time. This is not a big, you have to volunteer 8 hours, you have half an hour, you have an hour. We would love to see you for a little bit. Even if you just come in, have a coffee and move a book from one shelf to the other, it counts for something. We're trying to build that community back up in the walls of the library, and this is something very near and dear to my heart. So those are going to be going out on our regular calendars, and they'll be on our website as well when they are scheduled. All right? Thank you so much.
Doing a great job.
I'm gonna go off topic and go back to highway and water, Dirk. I had a question about the Creek Road job that you guys have been working on.
Yep.
Any idea as to when that's gonna be complete and when the road's gonna be open back up?
We were hoping for a little bit of water to help settlement. on the stone, you know, we compacted it, Mother Nature does the best, it comes out a final, say 5%. It's been so dry when we backfill it, the attempts of it just turns to dust, it's hard to more you compact it. You can actually wreck the compaction percentage, in density with no water. And trying to over compact it, you'll gain on it and then you'll lose by over compacting. I don't wanna put my name on it and have it settle and paint it and have it settle afterwards. There's a bigger repair there than was anticipated. So I'd like to, probably another month or most, I'm thinking, before the blacktop's done and ready to be open.
Does the county have a water tank that you could pump water onto that to fulfill the compaction process? I'm sure you can't pump out of the creek that's there with a
Bone dry.
bone dry.
That was the other reason we kind of waited. I started about a week before it really got dry. I did have to pump some water around what we were doing, and it eventually dried up. Other than that, the water one before we started. But the closure, it's a safety thing. If the town board would like it open, I can go down and open it, but I'm not putting my name on it and having somebody get hurt down there or have a event rim or do something and we come back and, because I am, but I mean, I'll open it up if I'm board wants it.
No, I think, just wanted an explanation as to what was happening with it, and if we got a time frame, if we get compaction, over the next month or so with rain, that's fine. I certainly I don't think the board wants any safety issues to be, a concern either, so.
Some equipment is, limited to do the work. I reach out to the county. They do shared services, and other towns want some of the equipment. There were 3 weeks out, and the point that I did want to do it, saw an opportunity to do it. There were 3 weeks out, and it was only available for a couple of days. It took us well beyond a couple of days to do what we had to do. So at that point, I rented a machine to do it. Last year, it just wasn't going to happen with the health issues, availability of people. There's a perfect storm. It just wasn't going to happen.
Think it would be open before the snow flies?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, absolutely.
Cool.
On that same topic, the parking lot, where are we with the parking lot project?
I spoke with Dave Benning of the village. He was being or Bain was possibly available to do the concrete work. We had to rip it out around the pumps. We could pave without doing the concrete. I think it's not the right way to go about it. The water lays in there where the concrete is all bust up, and try to cut the asphalt and pour concrete afterwards and patch it and spend all this money on the parking lot. It's not the best way to go about it. I think the concrete can be done first. Best practice in the public.
The accident that we had in the back of the building here,
Yep.
I know that we had contacted the insurance company about that. Have you come up with an estimate for what that's going to cost?
I think it's not going to be much.
I think Allstate's waiting for me to give them a call and kind of put in a claim for damages on that. If you don't know, we had a resident that knocked the yellow bollards back here in the back of the building that were surrounding the fire hydrant there, and they took out a couple bollards, and we're trying to seek restitution on that. So, all I need is just some sort of an estimate as to how much you think it's going to cost, and I can reach out to Allstate and give them a figure, because they pretty much told me, you guys come up with a figure and give me a call, and we can get compensated for that. I know we're down one MEO right now. How are we going into the fall or into the winter time? Do you have any thoughts about maybe hiring another MEO? Or are you good with the three?
I've had It's not high on my priority list. There's so many other things. We just had a truck, our newest truck went down today. It's sitting out at a very, on 90 feet of their park. Carrier very good. Every time we use a truck, we can't make it do that. Something happens. So I gotta send a guy out there. We either have to tow it or fix that. So out there, we have to drive it over. So, there are 2 guys out there fixing that. I've been sending 1 person to help out shared service with a truck with the county, town of Clarendon, and now Barry, so far this year. And actually, I believe we're doing it out so far this year. I'm generally just day here and day there trying to help out the towns to help us.
I know you guys just did Norway Road, if I'm not mistaken then. Any other projects that you got?
Iceberg's been done. Lynch Road is scheduled before school starts, and chip seal, and we want to put some leaves in Lynch Road where some of the water came through at 31 in Lynch. And then, we're gonna grade pave some spots down by the school where the road is getting flooded to bring it back to a level before we chip seal. Center Road, Lynch Road from 31 to 237, and Gulf Road and Bennett's Corner north of the canal, we're looking at chip sealing.
This year.
That was and then the park, those were all things on the agenda, and we're trying to get the CHIPS money spent. It won't be spent in its entirety, we'll be able to roll some of it over. Some of it can't roll over. So we want to get that spent as much as we can.
Anything else from anybody?
Dirk, if you're looking for a tank to haul water down there, I got a 1,000 gallon tank.
Okay.
You know, you're welcome to use it.
Okay. All right.
Put it on a wagon for you, whatever.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Great. Anything else?
No, we've been dealing with a couple water leaks. We fixed one today. Quite substantial. You know, it's up in the gravel and Ridge Road. The holes are in the bottom of the pipe, so we're not pointing up. It's all gravel. It was, it's 7 gallons a minute, which, depending on how long it's running, I guess it's 10,000 plus gallons in 24 hours. So you do the math and what we're paying for water. And we had another one someplace where we're just trying to maintain. We have been out listening. We're looking for something in District 1, which is Rockville Hollywood, going out of the village. That bill, a lot of bills get high. We have been out there to listen to everything we can out there. So we just did some reports today. I got to do the math. I just saw the bill today. It's gone up even more. So I'm trying to kind of correlate it with the bills for our customers to see what they have. We got a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even think 4 guys do that at times.
Anything else?
You know,
Any public comments as it pertains to any of the resolutions or agenda items here tonight? If not, we'll go into new business. If you don't know it already, September is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So here at the town of Murray, we are making a proclamation. And if you give me a little bit here, I'm going to read this resolution. Whereas the month of September is recognized as National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, a time to honor children and families affected by this deadly disease and to raise support for critical research that could lead to life-saving treatments, cures, and whereas, according to the American Cancer Society's 2024 statistic, approximately 9,620 under the age of 14 and roughly 5,200 adolescents between the ages of 15 and 19 will be diagnosed with cancer this year. And about 1,600 individuals under the age of 19 are expected to lose their lives to the disease. And whereas in the Rochester region alone, 49 local children were newly diagnosed with cancer in 2024, 5 experienced a relapse and 10 young lives were tragically lost. And whereas everyone has a role to play in raising awareness about pediatric cancer and supporting efforts that improve outcomes, though cancer remains complex and challenging. Childhood Cancer Awareness Month reminds us of the urgent need for continued research, advocacy, and community engagement. And whereas we commend the tireless efforts of organizations such as Cure Childhood Cancer Association and others who can provide vital resources, services, and emotional support to families navigating the unimaginable challenges of pediatric cancer. And whereas the residents of the town of Murray are encouraged to reflect on the profound impact of childhood cancer and to honor the brave children whose lives have been shortened by this illness, as well as to uplift those currently in treatment and recovery. Now, therefore, be it resolved that as supervisor of the town of Murray, New York, I hereby proclaim the month of September to be National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and encourage all residents, schools, businesses, and community organizations to join in activities and efforts that raise awareness, support affected families, and contribute to the search for cures and improved treatments for childhood cancer. With that, I'm going to sign this proclamation, 2 proclamations as a matter of fact, proclaiming September as National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Next on new business is a resolution appointing William Silpak as chairperson of the Zoning Board of Appeals effective August 18th, 2025. And before I do that, I need a motion and a second regarding that proclamation.
Michael.
Motion by Mr. Valentine, second by Berg. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution appointing William Silpak as chairperson of the ZBA, Zoning Board of Appeals, effective August 18th, 2025. Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Berg. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Any old business that anybody would like to discuss?
I talked to Mark Bauer today in regards to the playground in the village. And the town of Murray donated $25,000 from our ARPA funds, the COVID money that we had. And his goal is that the playground will be installed by Fall Fest. That's the goal. It's going to be really tight, but it's in the same location as the previous one. And it is Landscape Structures is the name of the company, but it's a local contractor that's installing it.
So for those people that I campaign with in the village of Holly that say that their tax dollars don't get anything from the town of Murray, this is one example of the town of Murray chipping in to the village of Holly to make something good. And $25,000 doesn't seem like a ton of money, but we did that knowing that it was something good for not only the town of Murray, but the village of Holly as well, and the town of Clarendon too. I didn't realize it, but outside of school property, there was no playground in Clarendon, Murray, or Holly. And over the years, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook for people clamoring about having a playground. So here you go. Hopefully we'll have it here by the end of the year. Any other old business?
We need to update our website to .gov by the end of the year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's in the works.
Oh, it
We're
is?
still, oh yeah, we've been doing steps at a time with
Okay, good.
CNHPC, yeah.
Good.
Actually, was it Annette that's been handling most of that?
Well,
then, or-
I have two, so, yeah, the last email I received, we had to wait for, we have to give you permission to have a .gov, the state, and they did, so
Okay.
that's where
Good.
we're at.
Okay. Any public comments at all tonight? With that, I'll make a motion to pay bills and approve the supervisor's financial report. Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Valentine. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And with that, can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion by Berg, second by Lang. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You need a picture.
Yeah, next time I'm here.
Oh, come on. Whatever. Whatever.